Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for a moment of silence.
Coming up today on HHS In Depth, Nada Hoop gets seniors a head start on their post-high school education as she explains the best approach to the application process for college.
Along with my story on the origins of a brand new club hitting Homestead this year, explaining what it is and when you can attend one of their meetings.
Plus, in sports, we'll have more results from our teams this week and bring you a feature on our new soccer field. I'll get you caught up later in Down to the Wire.
Those stories and more coming to you today only on HHS In Depth.
From Homestead Media, this is HHS In Depth.
Hello, Homestead. I'm Morgan Gillette.
And I'm Michelle Bioma. And Morgan, even though the school year just started, seniors already have to start thinking about next year and beyond. While all of us are adjusting to the new norm of high school life, most of us are starting to think about our post-high school education. HHS In-Depth reporter Nada Dahouk is in now with more information for those seniors who just don't know where to begin the application process.
Yes, Michelle, it is application season where seniors are busy balancing school with work for college. And even though the process may seem stressful at first, here is a guide on how to get started.
Before beginning the process, do your research. What is your deadline? Are you planning on applying for early action? Will you apply using Common App or individual college applications? What information do you need in order to complete the specific college's applications? Looking deeper into these questions, if you haven't already, create a Common App account. This will allow you to easily send your information to multiple colleges. Take note that there are some colleges not included on the Common App. In order to have your high school transcript be sent to colleges, you must add your counselor onto your Common App account. You have the option of sending 1 to 2 recommendation letters to colleges as well. These recommendations can come from anyone, including a counselor, teacher, mentor, or even your boss at work. Make sure to ask them in person 2 weeks before the application is due, to give them time to write it. Next, begin writing your essays, including the one for the Common App. They give you the option of writing one of the 7 prompts and under 650 words. When completed, ask a teacher or a mentor to review your essay. You may have to write multiple drafts before reaching the right one. Some colleges have essays of their own, which may include a variety of prompts, such as why you want to pursue your major or why you want to attend their college. Be honest and specific in these essays, as you are telling the colleges why they should accept you. Another important part of the application process includes scholarships. On the Homestead website under the Guidance tab, students can find many scholarship opportunities along with their deadlines, including ones that are college-specific. When you're ready, submit college applications and wait for admission decisions.
In order to make the application process as simple as possible, make sure to stay organized and keep track of what needs to be submitted when. Contact your counselor if you have any more questions. For HHS In Depth, I'm Nada Dahouk.
Thanks, Nada, for that report. We're now joined by HHS In-Depth reporter Matthias Arismendi. And Matthias, we're already talking about our second scheduled Flex Day coming next Tuesday.
That's right, Michelle. We'll be having our second of 3 planned Flex Days during the first semester. And with the first one coming in the school year so fast, I sat down with Assistant Principal Mrs. Hepner to get an administrator's perspective on what students should know for next Tuesday's Flex Day.
Every teacher should have their Flex Day lessons on, and this would be true for inclement weather as well. So if we had a spontaneous cancellation due to weather, teachers will post those lessons on the Sunday agenda just like they would any other lesson. So you'll always find it in the same place. But once upon a time, if you didn't do the work, the consequence was you had to be in school on the next Flex Day. You didn't get to stay home. We currently are not pursuing that right now, as it just doesn't seem, it's difficult to do, but right now, so the consequence is the 0 and the parent excused.
Mrs. Hepner wants to make sure every student knows that even though you are at home for the school day, your teachers are at school and have a big chunk of their day scheduled to simply answer any questions you have, whether about your lessons or technical issues.
Please know that your teachers are available. That's the biggest one. You can email them. You can A lot of them have provided their classroom phone numbers in the afternoon hours when they're not in professional development. If you have technology issues, don't hesitate to reach out to your teachers. They are there 100% to help. They don't want you to be floundering. They don't want you to be stuck. So if you ever have any questions, don't ever hesitate to reach out to your teachers.
Something that a lot of students don't know is that even though it's a flex day, you can choose to come into school. The building will be open, normal hours for students, buses will run, and lunch will be served. So Michelle, everyone should be good to go for next Tuesday's Flex Day.
I can't wait to sleep in next Tuesday. Thank you so much, Matthias.
As we hit the second half of September, temperatures continue to feel more like June or July. Will that trend continue into next week? Stay tuned and I'll let you know a little later on.
Homecoming week is just around the corner, Spartans. On Monday, dress in your favorite grout fit, aka all gray. Sleep on Tuesday and wear your favorite PJs. Wednesday, wear your best college attire. Channel your inner corporate executive on Thursday by dressing business casual. On Friday, wear red for Riley at school and at the homecoming football game. Show out this homecoming week, Spartans. Welcome back to HHS In Depth. Well, Morgan, each year at Homestead, many clubs take place as another way to give students a chance to learn new things and meet new people with similar interests. And you got a chance to catch up with the brand new club.
That's right, Michelle. Senior Yoonji Chae spearheaded the campaign to start a new club this year at Homestead. And our club, Students for Choice, is giving students an outlet to voice their opinions on significant national issues, including this summer's biggest news story, Roe v. Wade.
I really wanted to voice out my beliefs as a pro-choice individual, but I really never had a space to talk about it or voice out my thoughts. So I decided to make the club for pro-choice people so that we could openly talk about those issues.
Yoonji got the idea to make the Students for Choice Club at Homestead through one of her close friends who graduated last year. Another club here at Homestead, Students for Life, was also one of the main factors that contributed to Yoonji starting up the Students for Choice Club.
So at the meetings, we will start with the current events. Let's talk about what's going on politically, abortion issues, but as well as basic human rights. And we will also do group discussions as well as inviting guest speakers to talk about beliefs of pro-choice and talking more about why it's important in our generation to talk about reproductive rights.
If you would like to learn more about Students for Choice, please contact Yoonji Chae at the email address shown below.
Thank you for the report, Morgan. Students and staff, all week next week, during lunch, you can purchase a Red for Riley t-shirt for $15. The theme for Friday's school day is Red for Riley. That will also be the theme for the homecoming football game that night. This is a perfect opportunity to find what to wear as well as raise money for Riley's Children's Hospital.
Skip the Starbucks line before coming to school. FCCLA's coffee bar is open every morning. They sell hot coffee, water, Pop-Tarts, and gum as well. You can find the coffee bar located in the stand across from the cafeteria.
And now here is Emily Adams with a look at all of the clubs taking place at Homestead over the next week.
Young Americans for Freedom will be having a call-out meeting today, September 16th, in room 718. K-Pop Club will be meeting today after school in room 924. On Tuesday, the Gay Straight Alliance is meeting after school in the Media Center. Students for Life will be meeting Tuesday until 3:15 in room 503, Mr. Tucky's room. Audio Aficionados will be meeting Wednesday at 2:40 in room 600B and will be listening to an album by The Supremes. Chess Club meets on Wednesday after school from 2:40 to 3:45 in room 608, Senora Hoon's room. Then they will move to room 604C, Dr. Ford's room, to play chess. Finance and Investment Club will meet in room 529 next Wednesday at 2:45 to 3:30. Homestead's Key Club will meet on Thursday in the community room. Creative Writing Club meets next Thursday until 3:30 in room 932. Science Olympiad Club will be meeting on Monday in Dr. Klein's room 204. Anime Club meets next Thursday, September 22nd after school in room 924. The Film Club is meeting to finish Forrest Gump on Tuesday in room 614. To get up-to-the-minute club updates and additional information, please check out the HHS announcement page on Canvas. For HHS In Depth, I'm Emily Adams.
Well, Morgan, 4 weeks in and each Friday night has been picturesque weather-wise.
Sophia Virgilio joins us now to let us know if the trend will continue later tonight.
Thanks, Morgan and Michelle. Make sure to get out there and reminisce the summer while you still can, as tonight may be the final Friday in the 80s. At tonight's game, things will start off warm in the upper 70s at kickoff, but cool down overnight with a low of 60. Continuing through the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday are nearly identical, with partly cloudy skies, highs of 84, and overnight lows in the low to mid 60s. A much better weekend than what we saw last week. But what can we expect next week? Will the weather continue to be this awesome? Stick around and I'll let you know later on in the show.
Thanks, Sophia. Next, in Down to the Wire, Anthony Gary gets us caught up on all of our Spartan sports news.
Stick around. You're watching HHS In Depth.
Welcome back to Down to the Wire. I'm Anthony Gary. It was a pretty quiet week in Spartan athletics, but we do have some results, starting with the volleyball team who beat Huntington North on Tuesday. Addie Tyndall dominated this game with 16 kills. Haley Biedenbach had 25 assists, and Ellie Spang racked up 24 digs. The girls will be in action tomorrow at the Lafayette Jeff tournament. The girls cross-country team finished first place at the Bruin Invite last Saturday. Elise Peckinpah finished first place with a time of 19:03, and Lauren Saddington finished second with a time of 19:41. As of right now, the girls cross-country team is still ranked fourth in the state, and they will run tomorrow at the West Noble Invitational. Well, the story of the year has been the ongoing construction of the new building, including a brand new turf soccer field. Bryce Garrett is in now with a story on the new soccer field.
The ongoing construction at Homestead has brought many new changes this school year. Recently, the soccer field got to experience a long-awaited renovation that would give it a brand new look.
Just having to do different things with it over the years, I think it was just really time for something new. We wanted to give our kids the best, of course, and match up the quality of our teams and our programs. So we felt like that was the next step to just, the team and the players and the community.
The soccer pitch, however, is receiving a major upgrade from its original grass field.
A soccer kind of turf, synthetic turf, is different than like the football fields. So what I was told is we wanted to get something that has more ability to grab the ball and stop it, whereas maybe the football, if you rolled a ball on it, it would just roll forever. So there's a specific different kind of turf that is just made for soccer.
With the many additions already added to the soccer stadium, there are still more that we can expect.
I think the next thing that we want to work on is the sound system. And so that's really the next thing we want to work. We had the new scoreboard, and that's beautiful. And the field, of course, turned out great. But yeah, the sound system, I think, is the next step. And we're not really sure when that's going to happen.
With the many new changes already added to the soccer pitch, the team is excited for the future of the program. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Bryce Garrett.
That'll do it for this week's edition of Down to the Wire. Thank you for watching, and Sophia will have a final check of the forecast when we return.
Next week on HHS In Depth, reporter Luke Ryan will bring you fresh information about Homestead's new weight room. Catch this story and more next week.
The upcoming week could be one of the last with consistent temperatures in the 80s, with each day getting progressively warmer. By Tuesday, you're going to ask if it's September or July, with sunny skies and 87 degrees. By Thursday, the highs will finally only be in the 70s, but who's complaining? Be sure to soak up the last of the summer sun after school each day next week. Michelle, Morgan, back to you.
All right, thank you, Sophia, and thank you for watching today.
Good luck to all of our Homestead athletes and other performers in action this weekend.
Want to catch up with HHS In Depth beyond this news show? Check out our Instagram for updates on next week's show and nationwide news.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here again next week.